Yes, lads. Mate, it's not going to be a long one. We got to crack on. I'm flying today. I'm supposed to be flying tomorrow, but I'm now flying today. And I'm not even flying to where I'm supposed to be flying to. Woo! It's going to be something. So yeah, we're going to do a quick stream, couple hours, and then I'm shooting off. My flight's not for a while still. It's not for like another 7 hours. 7 hours, I think it is. Yeah, got lots to do. So we're going to slam some games. We're going to play some Patriot. It's one deck I'm pretty excited to try out. Oh, the nullified Spider Woman is in the shop. I want it, but I'm not getting it, you know. Oh, I didn't see it. Alright, Patriot time. So, Mystique Patriot, obviously. The rest is kind of weird. Wasp, yes. Probably want Misty Knight. I would wager you want Squirrel Girl. I would wager you want Shocker. Debris. Doctor Doom. Maybe Ultron. Oh, Mysterio is good. Mysterio is real good. I wonder if we could play Bast. Bast is looking kind of okay here. It's good with Patriot. It's good with Mystique. It's not great with Shocker. It's good with Squirrel Girl to an extent. 2 points still. Bast just looks good now. It's bad with Doom. It's good with White Tiger. It's actually kind of good with Brood and with Mr. Sinister. It's good with the Hood as well. I mean, the Hood is very good with Bast actually. So we get Demon as well. So this looks reasonable. Play Doom. And yeah, guess that's it. Is there like any other cards with no abilities that we want? Probably not. We probably just want like, oh yeah, Kazar, Blue Marvel, these kinds of things. Onslaught's pretty good, right? I think you usually play Patriot on 6 though. Do we really need Hood? I mean, it might just be okay with Bast. It makes sense, right? Like, I'm thinking Bast, the Hood. Bast just might be the money card. Bast is just good with a lot of this stuff. It's good with Wasp. It's good with Hood. It's good with Squirrel Girl. It's very good with Mysterio. It's +5 on Mysterio. It's +5 on the Hood. That means that this card is already playing for bare points. It's +3 on Mystique. So I'm just thinking, like, it makes sense. The Bast might be the money card. A little bit of spice. Ultron is a must. Do you reckon? Is it though? Is it? Do we need Blue Marvel? Do we need Kazar? But I want to play Doctor Doom, so am I playing Doctor Doom and Ultron? I hit my source up. I'm gonna start off like this. I don't know, like I find Patriot decks very difficult to build. They're very weird. I like the Bast idea though. Dev a version where you add Kazar and Ultron instead of Doom? Yeah. I just think you want to be able to slam Squirrel Girl and not worry about it, right? I'm not really a big fan of Ultron. I mean, Ultron's going to be fine some of the time. Board space looking a little bit dicey already, I have to say. With the Debris, the Squirrel Girl, the Mysterio. Which area? I'm supposed to be going to Berlin, but my flight got cancelled. So it's a bit of a weird one. I mean, at least the Rock buffs the Patriot. Oh, yeah, this is epic. This is so good. I'm kind of leaning towards doing nothing. Yep. I love rocks. Rocks are great. Yeah, I'm pretty much sorted. Okay, I mean, we missed Patriot. What's the man gonna do? No Patriot, no party. Magic and Kang are considerations. Okay, obviously this looked weird, but we didn't have to play all the cards. We also got clogged twice. I'm wondering if we don't even need the top end Doom. It'll be so nice if we could have enough Swarm without Doom, actually. Yeah, they should have snapped. I would have run anyway, to be fair. I mean, honestly, it doesn't look too bad. I think Kang does make a decent amount of sense. Just for those games where you draw him on 5 or 6 and you can slam him. More than anything. Also, you can bluff Patriot on 6, right? Maybe I should have gone Shocker because I'm going to draw the Vibranium now. Have I recorded my match with Jeff? Yes. I have. And no, I cannot tell you if I won or not. Yeah, nobody does play Enchantress, that's true. I'm wondering if we can get Onslaught in here, man, to be honest. I'm really liking the amount of board storm we have. I think it's like a huge luxury to have. We actually have too much at the moment, right? But I think that's actually a good thing, because it means we could potentially consider getting rid of Doom. I just feel like Squirrel Girl is too good not to play. Having said that, like, Onslaught with all the board swarmy stuff is pretty awkward too. Hmm. Non-Nimrod deck? I know, it's all I've been playing, isn't it? It's true. Well, this didn't go so well. Maybe I could have stayed. I was winning the left. Alright, I'm getting a feel for the Patriot. I'm gonna delete the deck and start again, though. I'm getting a feel for what I want the deck to look like. Definitely Blue Marvel. No brainer. I think I want Kang. Kang is significantly improving the consistency compared to Chavez. Chavez has actually never been good in Patriot decks because you care about Patriot so much, but Kang is literally just improving the odds of us drawing Patriot. So Kang is a must. It's just a no-brainer. I think Squirrel Girl and Mysterio should be no-brainers in this deck as well, personally. I can actually see Mojo being kind of good as well. Like, Mojo's kind of cracked. Garbage XRS, thanks, mate. Debris good. All these cards are very, very good. Obviously, we want some other cards with no ability. Misty Knight and Shocker seem like okay value to me. I could even just see Cyclops, man, honestly. I could just see like big fucking juicers. Like Abomination doesn't sound that bad. Not sure on Kazar. Kazar, we have Squirrel Girl, we have Debris for. That's it. So is that worth it? Kazar's playing for 4. Plus 3 on Squirrel Girl is 7 and Debris. Kazar could be okay. Don't know if I'd say Squirrel Girl is better than upgraded Patriot deck. Too much Swarm. Yeah, but I think too much Swarm is good. I think a lot of people... I don't know. I just feel like Squirrel Girl is way too good not to play. You don't have to play it. Wasp is usually just a must-have. But if we're swarming enough, we don't need it. Doctor Doom, surely. I feel like we have to play Onslaught, right? Onslaught feels like the money card, actually. So the difference between this deck and the previous one is I had Bast and Hood. I had Bast for Kang, the Hood for Onslaught. Is that it? Yeah. Let's try this. Do you ever want to get waved on so early? Yeah, maybe. I don't think so, though. Hey, Karen KK, good to see you. Isn't Squirrel, Mysterio, and Debris a bit too much in terms of clogging yourself? Yeah, but we don't have to play them all, right? I just think these cards are too good not to have as options. Like, I feel like with a Patriot deck, we want to have 12 cards on the board come the end of the game, you know? I'm not sure. I've always found Patriot decks very weird to build. But this is my feeling, is the way the deck should look. Like, obviously, the last games, I hit Squirrel Girl, I hit Debris, I hit Mysterio, and I played all three. But these three cards just feel like the best three cards in a Patriot deck, to be honest. Isn't Ultron usually a must? I mean, people play it, but like I said, I'm pretty sure people play Patriot decks pretty badly. The builds always look weird to me. I wouldn't be against playing Storm in this deck either. Storm looks fucking very legit. We're gonna go on Kang just to check what they're doing, but I think Galactus looks pretty obvious. Maybe. I don't know. Magneto. Wow, okay. It's gonna hit Kang. Didn't hit Kang. Wow, okay. But you see what I mean? Like, it's about having like a big card to slam would feel nice. I feel like we just want like a card with a big body for a single lane, like a Hulk, like a flipping Abomination. More so, Abomination's not so bad. You want Zero? Zero is interesting. Zero in a Patriot deck. Isn't that just kind of good? Sounds pretty good, actually. Guess this is definitely a loss. Oh, I crashed the game. Oops. I blame Kang. Okay. I feel like I want to play Storm, you know? Storm is pretty fucking good. We haven't drawn Patriot once. Doctor Doom, I'm not really convinced by him. I think it's a bait. Like, Doctor Doom, we have Mysterio, which is Doctor Doom. We have Squirrel Girl, we have Debris. We don't need the Doom. Okay, cool. Storm, maybe just like a big card to slam. I do feel like Storm is just good. And then the question is, do we also just want a big card to slam, or is this fine? I mean, I think Onslaught is our big card to slam, right? Let's try Storm. Storm should just be good, no? Yeah, Storm is bad into Thanos, but isn't everything bad into Thanos? The answer is yes. Everything's bad into Thanos. Ooh, okay. Let's go Patriot Mystique. They run. Yeah, I'm feeling like Doom and Onslaught baits. Like, sorry, Doom and Ultron. Like on 6 want to be doing other stuff. Onslaught seems fine. It's just like a card to dump. It's basically the big started card that I was talking about that I want to have. Take Falcon into Storm. I'd wager this is not bad for us. Yeah, Storm and Goose are very good into Shuri. Okay, that should be good for us, I'd wager. Let's try and lock this location up. Patriot's a fantastic find, let's snap. So we can go Patriot on 4, Mystique on 5, plus a card maybe. Ooh. And that is where, for example, Doctor Doom would be nice, but like Squirrel Girl, Mysterio are basically doing the same thing anyway. Now, interestingly, Mysterio can't actually sneak into the flooding. That's something to note. So we'd be relying on finding Squirrel Girl. So maybe we're just better off doing this stun, for example. Yep. A little bit anxious. Is the command not working? Oh, yeah, it's cool. Have you done a live review commentary of your tourney match on stream? No, but I am posting a video today of my tourney match. It's going up on the YouTube today. My wonderful editors spent a very long time on it, so that's so good for us. Because it just means I can contest the middle lane. Is this even my best play? It has to be, right? They're not buffing much, but... You copy Marvel? Right, I could have done that, couldn't I? Yeah, that's a good point. Should just be more points overall, right? Yep, that was a misplay. Good to know for the future, thank you for pointing that out. So yeah, we have to be careful with Mysterio into the flooded lane. You can sort of see what I mean about Doom though, like Doom would have just been awkward as hell. Like when did you ever play Doom or Ultron? Just jank, pure jank. Yeah, it was a misplay with their Black Widow as well, but I've of course misplayed her by not mistaking the Blue Marvel. We'll end up with 1 point more to the left, and 4 more to the right. Should be a win here. Oh, GG. Wasn't flawlessly executed, but we did the job. Any deck tweaks you guys can think of? Please do let me know. Ever swap Kang for Shang-Chi? I think Kang is auto-include here because it's just improving the odds of us during Patriot. I think it just is good. Magic, you could make the same case for. Magic does a similar thing. We could play Magic, in fairness. Magic is a lot worse than Kang, though, in my opinion. Valk is interesting. Yeah, true. I don't love the White Tiger. It's a nice idea, but yeah, I don't think it's that good in practice. Let's get the Storm into Vibranium Mines. Invisible Woman is unnecessary at this point because there's no Enchantresses. Why are people not playing Rogue more often? Yeah, because there's just not that many ongoing cards, really. I mean, Rogue, I would agree, is probably a little bit underrated in the meta. Shuri early. We don't really fear them playing anything big here. Shuri costs them 3. They can't She-Hulk. Pretty sure we just do this. I mean, I guess we play the Squirrel Girl too. The Rock Slide, where did that come from? You cheeky little grubber muffin. So obviously we now have an issue with the Onslaught being able to buff anything because of board space. Not looking too hot. Not looking hot, is it? But yeah, I mean, we missed Patriot, we missed Mystique, so it's not that surprising. We needed to just like top deck Patriot or Mystique here, really. Maybe I could have laid off the Squirrel Girl for the moment. And yeah, Kang unfortunately doesn't thin the deck for us there because I didn't play him the turn of Druid. Okay. I think this was fine. We just missed everything, right? We missed Blue Marvel, we missed Patriot, we missed Mystique. You're gonna lose if that happens. I have a feeling Magic might be working against us more than working for us. Okay, this is a nice looking hand. We have the Patriot, the Mystique, the Mysteria, and the Shocker. The Snap is a serious option. How about Super Scroll? Yes, why don't you mention Super Scroll and Patriot to me? Cards costing less is a bit of a weird one. I'm going to hit them with the Snap. What about Ultron? We're thinning the board so much. I think Ultron and Doom might not be optimal cards in Patriot, and instead we just try and fill the board with cards like Mysterio, Debris, and Squirrel Girl, which are much cheaper and playing for similar points. So we want to get the Onslaught into this lane on the left, which maybe means we just want to hold fire on Mysterio as well. That's not good. That ain't ideal. Alright. What do we do? Flip! Okay. It's fine, guys. It's all gonna be okay. Alright. Yeah, we might be losing the left lane. I think we might be losing that one. Just a hunch. Rats. Alright. Change your plan then. We've got to try and win the other 2 locations. We can take the Onslaught. Squirrel Girl, Debris are the money cards here because it just fills the board a bunch. I guess they're not even that good because of mid being full already. This is like kind of another situation. I really just want like a big card to slam to the right here. Like a Hulk kind of card. Yeah, so I could have also gone Onslaught Mystique this game instead of Patriot. It's true. It wouldn't have mattered either way though with Hala going through. We were always dying to that. Rip. Oh. Certainly looks like a loss. I can actually see Abomination fitting in. I'm not sure how I feel about Storm. Maybe we shouldn't bother. I do like Storm, but... I've never actually included Abomination, but it kind of just feels like it makes sense to me. Okay, hands looking nice. I see people running Bast. Yeah, I had Bast in this deck as well a second ago, but we cut it in favor of like Onslaught Abomination, for example. Yeah, we're not playing Ultron. I'm not sure how I feel about Patriot in general. It's a deck that I always struggle to make feel good. Let's just Kang check that it's not Galactus, because that might change how we play this. I've always found these decks very weird. But I'm kind of liking the vibe we have here. I don't like Ultron. I don't really like Doom in Patriot either. Okay, so it is Galactus. He's paying attention to Twitch chat, not YouTube. I'm paying attention to both. I'm paying attention to both. It's one chat. It's all linked. We could be okay, right? We could go Mystique, Blue Marvel. It might be enough. So the question is it better to go Mystique, Blue Marvel, or is it better to go Blue Marvel, Abomination? Kang in a budget deck? Yeah, you've got a good point there. I mean, yeah, you have a good point. I didn't think about that. Who do I play next in Invitational? Jeff. Me versus Hoogland. The problem with Abomination is it loses to Shang-Chi. Mystique, Blue Marvel, I just don't think is going to be enough though. It's going to be like doubling. I think we just have to accept that we might get shanged on. Wow. Okay. We lose to Chavez. Yeah, Jeff's deck is very awesome, no doubt. So far, Debris not popping off. Patriot not popping off. Can't say I'm too surprised. I really don't know how to build it though. I find it very weird. I'm quite liking the vibe, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, please give the stream a like. That'd be awesome. So yeah, I'm not gonna be here until my next stream's not gonna be until Thursday, guys. But my next Snap stream. But I am gonna be posting on YouTube still, and I'm also gonna be. Let's Snap. Killmonger's an issue. Thought I was gonna be against Freddy Babes. No, I got queued into KM Best, which that game's already happened. I'm gonna post it on my YouTube later today if you've missed it. Ooh. So we can go Patriot, Mystique, Onslaught, or mid maybe. Killmonger is such a threat, but they shouldn't have it, right? It would seem. So if we draw Kang now, Kang is just thinning the deck for free. So I absolutely don't need Kang by any stretch, but because I have it, it just makes sense to give him a little go. So I would wager we just take the blue Marvel off to the left. Maybe Abomination was the line, and then Onslaught mid, but then I'm just opening myself up massively to Shang-Chi. What about Sarah? I don't think Sarah would be worth it, no. I don't really see why we'd play Sarah. Oh my god, it's Leech. I love Leech. Very epic. Well, we can do a little check. Kang's also going to give us either Debris or Shocker. Magneto. Okay. So, I mean, I guess we're just going Abomination mid, right? We hit Debris, so Debris Mysterio is an option, but it doesn't seem to do too much for us. Let's just play like this. Yeah, we could have gone Abomination to the right also. You get the dub. Nice! Abomination's feeling good, I have to say. I like it. Alright, we're gonna slam the Squirrel Girl. Try Zero Red Skull. That's an interesting shout. I can see it. Definitely see the logic. Okay. I wonder if we just start clogging them. Just do nothing but clog. Sunspot would be an issue. I'm honestly just gonna fold. Sunspot's an issue. Am I confident in destroying Jeff next match? So, the game has actually already happened because the tournament's recorded offline. I kind of hope they're going to speed the schedule up because this tournament's going to go on forever and ever and ever and ever otherwise. Look, I played Jeff like quite a few days ago, but it's not due to get broadcast until Friday, I think. Is the tournament finished? It's not finished yet. But yeah, with like the current schedule of release, it does just feel like it's gonna take a bit of an age. Well, Gamma Lab is obviously good for the Patriot. The issue is that they're gonna have more cards in there. Hey Tim. Yeah, definitely not Brood. Brood is taking up too much space because I'm playing cards like Mysterio, Debris, and Squirrel Girl, so I don't like Brood. Cyclops could definitely make the cut. Generally speaking, Cyclops isn't quite worth it. It's like a point more than Shocker for an energy, so Shocker's like a better version of it. And we're not playing Silver Surfer, right? Oh, damn. That's a cool variant. Never seen that one before. Not looking too bad. Still very winnable. Perhaps I should have gone Patriot elsewhere. No, I think it's fine. We can still, we're threatening to still win the right with Onslaught to the right. I could see us going Abomination to the left and then Onslaught to the right. Yeah, like Mysterio, Squirrel Girl, Debris, these cards are all probably the best Patriot cards. And I think we get blinded a lot of the time by looking at cards like Ultron, Doctor Doom. When really on turn 5, there's other stuff you want to be doing. Like on turn 6, rather. You want to be playing Patriot Mystique, or you want to be playing Onslaught. Yeah, especially with like the fact there's no overlay for Snap properly, right? Like, there's no PC client. It does make sense the way they're doing it. It personally isn't my preferred way of doing it, but there's definitely a logic to it. So we could go Abominate, like we could bin off the Onslaught perhaps. We could go Abomination, Blue Marvel, for example, and then slot the Misty Knight in. I'd rather play around Shang-Chi, so I could see us taking the Blue Marvel first. Yeah, I also don't like Mr. Sinister because of the fact that it's taking up 2 spots in one location. Soulstone comes through. Now the question is, for example, Onslaught enough to take this one? Onslaught is basically a 6 body, which puts us at 23 plus 4. Which puts us at 27, so Onslaught can't win it there. Similarly, Abomination is an 8 body plus 2, which is 10. We can't win the right. What that means is our only real approach is going to be like Abomination, Misty Knight, or maybe Squirrel Girl. So we'll do a Kang check. Kang wins games. Let's go. Yeah, it's basically won us 3 cubes because we were probably just losing 2. Is Kang worth buying? Yeah, I think Kang is actually insane. To be honest, I think Kang is very underrated. How long you're not gonna be streaming for? Well, I'm gonna do an IRL stream, probably 2 like IRL streams the next 2 days. That's my plan. I'm gonna do an IRL stream from either Leipzig or Dresden. I'm not sure where I'm ending up today. Tomorrow around this time. And I'm going to do a IRL stream from Berlin the following day. So yeah, it should be a fun weekend. Fun week. And the next Snap stream will be Thursday morning. But I'm going to be uploading stuff on YouTube when I'm gone. Debris obviously a little bit weird at this point. We should have just not played the Squirrel Girl, just held off. I have 2 slots for Blue Marvel Abomination to the left. What's on our stream? It's where I'm just going to be like walking around the city. Basically, I'm going to be walking around Germany. Should be pretty interesting. Okay, we have the Patriot, so let's take the Blue Marvel. I can also just take in the Abomination. Plays into Shang, but I think we just don't really care if they want to Shang us. They have to Shang us on 6. And I have Patriot Debris. With some decent points. We probably go Debris to the far left to get more points mid. And of course we might top deck the Mystique. We could top deck Kang to improve the odds of hitting Mystique as well. We hit Onslaught, regrettably, because of they snap. Probably they're going to take Shang to the left. I have a feeling this might just be fine. We get more points to the left of this play. Less points mid. Ah, it's a Kang. Hello. But yeah, it's it won't be on YouTube as well, Anthony. I don't think I can do that super easily. It will only be on Twitch, the IRL stream. But yeah, I'm gonna be I'll be live this time tomorrow. That's the plan. We'll go for the same line. Maybe I'll just go Debris here just to keep him thinking a bit more. Keep them on their toes. The deck's feeling very smooth, I have to say. I'm liking the build a lot. The Abomination feels great. It's important that it's not a Hulk because we can play it on 5. Gives us much more flexibility. Just a big statted card. Helps iron out the curve when we've got so many little swarmy cards like this. So we put more stats mid. The Captain Marvel, something to bear in mind. The Jug is doing absolutely nothing. The Killmonger! Gah. We fine. All eyes on Captain Marvel, ladies and gents. Higher, further, faster, baby. We win. Woo! Let's go! What a win. Love my content, thanks so much. Guess I have to follow you on Twitch. No Kang, no dice. Nah, you can any deck Kang's in, you can still play without Kang. Kang's just improving a lot of decks like to a small degree. This is kind of a perfect deck for him because like we don't have enough board space a lot of the time, right? Looking good with the haircut, thanks. It needed to be cut badly. My last few trims weren't popping off too much. I'm happy with this one. So you can definitely play this deck without Kang. Kang does improve it though. This is just like kind of a dream deck for Kang. I think we'll play the Blade still. Maybe not just yet. Kang helps you, like, prevents you losing cubes. Kang wins you more cubes. Moreover, Kang in this deck is thinning, and this is the kind of deck where we're filling the board anyway, so a lot of the time, like, we would just have a bit of a janky card, which there's not really much to do with. But it does just feel like a perfect fit for him, for that reason. Like, okay, we could put an Ultron or a Doom in the deck, but it's like, pretty sure we're playing them hardly ever. No sign of Patriot just yet. I don't think we mind too much if the guys on the left die, so... The other question is, do we want to play the Blade? I think we can get away with playing Blade. It's a bit weird though. Let's go Blade to the left. Just try and keep our stuff alive. I don't know if I like this actually. I think this is a misplay, right? Yeah, this is a misplay. I actually want my stuff to die. Thank God for that. Now I'm just going to discard one of my cards randomly. So we definitely need to be more careful with board space. Onslaught dying is... No, I'm not convinced it's very good for us. Patriot finds nice. Let's take the blue Marvel, and then we just hopefully top deck the Mystique. If we top deck Kang as well, then it improves the odds of Mystique. They snap on us. I'm honestly going to stay in it just about. Just about. Like, the fact that there's a 50% chance we hit Mystique here is pretty huge. Well, it's not quite 50%, is it? It's less than 50%. There's a 25% chance to hit Mystique, but then if I hit Kang, there's a 1 in 3. 50%. It's not 50%, but yeah, you get me. Well, we're losing left. So we should put the most points we possibly can here. Oh yeah, it could be the old Hazmat Luke Cage. It certainly looks like it. It's a 4-cuber. We're staying in. We made the mistake of losing the real Mysterio. Or not losing the real Mysterio because the clones are worth more for us. No one plays Enchantress, not even Sarah decks. Sarah decks are maybe the only decks which play Enchantress, and even then I would just say that it's incorrect. But yeah, we're very likely getting Killmongered on. We're staying in, but I don't feel very confident. This would have been a nice game for Kang, just to check. It's an it's a Novo. It's a Luke Cage. It's a Invisible Woman. It's a Hazmat. Ouch. And a Killmonger. That is very rude. We're almost fine here. Wow. It was very close. If we had a fake... Okay, they also have the buffs. If we had a fake Mysterio mid, were we doing it? The fake Mysterio was worth quite a few more points. GG. That's got to be probably one of our worst matchups, right? Yo, Pentigo, what's up? Greens from Berlin, where I stream from in Germany. Well, Berlin one day. I'm going to be in Berlin. I'm supposed to be flying to Berlin tomorrow morning, but instead I'm flying to Leipzig today because my flight got cancelled. So I might stream from Leipzig tomorrow, but there's a chance I'm going to see a friend in Dresden. That's my pronunciation tonight instead. That is still undecided. It's all a bit up in the air. But yeah, certainly I'm going to be streaming from Berlin on... We got a Patriot! That's insane. We have to snap. Come on. We should have time to play Squirrel Girl later. I don't think it's a rush. Like, turn 4, we can only play a 3-drop and a 1-drop. So we should hold on to the Squirrel Girl until that point. We're going to get punished if we draw Misty Knight, for example. We have 2 Patriots. Potentially. Even more Patriots, mate. Now we pray for another Patriot or a Mystique. Debris not too bad. Clogs my opponent's Bar Sinister a bit. Let's go for the Misty Knight instead of the Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl's taking up too much space. Still not super confident. Kang top deck increases the odds of hitting another Patriot. She-Hulk's rather scary. I mean, she's not that many more points than my Misty Knight though. Let's go for the Kang. because it's just going to give us another card draw at this moment. They go Blue Marvel, which makes sense. Our Blue Marvel to the right. Our Blue Marvel doesn't get us ahead. But we could go Blue Marvel Onslaught, and that would actually get us ahead to the right. So I think that's what we're going to go for. We're going to go Blue Marvel, Onslaught left, Wasp mid. Of course, if we hit Patriot, we might change our mind. We hit the Abomination there. Yeah, let's go Blue Marvel, Onslaught left, Wasp mid. 12 cards on the board. We're beating Blue Marvel to the right. Should be a victory. You can certainly see why I'm not playing Doctor Doom or Ultron in this one. We've just gone for a different approach. And I do think that this is gotta be better, right? Because then we can play a big payoff card like Onslaught on the last turn and still have a full board. Alright, let's see it. So 4 Cuba. The Wasp is just big stats here. You can see why we're playing it. They go left. It's just a win, right? I don't think there's anything that could beat us, so I guess Shang-Chi could. Uh-oh. Cheating bot alert. Looks like a win still. We lose the right, but we win the other two. Let's go. It wasn't a bot. It was a real person. Fantastic. Deck feels good. Deck feels kind of good. We'll jam a few more with this, and then we're going to play a different. Sorry about the question. Move the half year ago. What are you planning to visit? So I actually visited Berlin about half a year ago myself. So I'm going to see some friends while I'm there from the Gwent community. Eat some nice food. I'm going to a gig. I'm not there for that long, but yeah, I don't know. I just want to explore a bit more. I did a lot of the main touristy stuff, but I want to do more touristy stuff. Last time I was with a big group of people, but I'm on my own, so I honestly don't know that much. I quite like just going to a city and kind of just like walking around and just deciding what to do on the day. I don't tend to do that much research. But I've obviously been to Berlin. I went to Berlin before, so where am I from? I'm from like southeast of England. Negative zone's not ideal. But yeah, if you've got any recommendations, get that Donner and Coverse. Oh, you read my mind. That is actually the one thing I do have planned. Lots of Donner and lots of Coverse. Let's just go next. This game is not happening for us. Congrats on winning your match against Camp Best 2 fave streams. Thanks, mate. I mean, we could still meet in the finals. It is possible. Okay, Mysterio is a no-no here because of Bar Sinister and Vibranium. We can slam Debris mid. I mean, it's really bad, but we can. We can do it, but it is really bad. I think we're going to have to skip again. The issue of Debris is that they just win the middle with the tiebreaker. I think we're going to have to skip. I don't really feel comfortable doing anything else. Wow! What a great bit of gameplay from both players here. I mean, interestingly, now we could technically do this. It's so bad. Let's just go next. What the hell? There's also lots of great pastries. Yeah, I'm excited, man. Very excited. Quite nice that I'm going to have a night in a different city. That wasn't part of the plan, but I'm supposed to be flying to Berlin tomorrow morning. But I'm flying to Leipzig this evening instead. See, I'm not going to be streaming for long at all. Scroll left, Debris mid does it. Nah, it wouldn't. Board was so janky overall. I think it was just fine to just get out. Probably should have played Squirrel Gold anywhere else here because of Killmonger. We'll take Debris to the left. Ooh. It's not bad for us. We're not going to snap on it. It's really not bad though with the blue Marvel. So yeah, I was thinking about playing Bast with the Hood, but the Hood seems to take up too much space. Bast's also really bad with a card like Abomination. We hit the Patriot. Wasp is a rock, yeah, true. So yeah, punished for my decision to play Squirrel Girl here and not elsewhere. Also, like, it would have been really nice to have had let's go with the real one here. Patriot to the right. Seems good. Then we can go Onslaught, and hopefully it's enough. Death, pretty scary. We can Kang check if we top deck it. Let's play Alpha 2. She-Hulk is cheap also. Whole bunch of cards destroyed. She-Hulk, who did get hit at least down. Do we win the left? It's close. We don't, fortunately. GG. Yeah, nice try. I think it was fine to play out for 2. The Killmonger was too powerful, man. Alright, I'll play a couple more. What other deck did I want to play? I can't remember. I was thinking about some normal Lockjaw, actually. Let's take the Debris here. What cards I think were downgraded? I honestly have no idea. You can kind of do the research into it and just look back. It should be relatively clear. Looks like we might be up against a Galactus game and we've clogged them, so that's pretty good. I think we can snap to that. Could of course take the Kang this turn with the snap. It's like a risk-free snap. But I'd rather Kang later, I think. Feeling pretty confident. There we go. Normal Lockjaw's doing well for you. Nice one, Ben Tony. Yeah, we'll check it afterwards. I've got a pretty nice idea for a list. I think Bast Patriot is better. Yeah, I could see Bast being good. Have you got a list, Eric? I had Bast in my... Bast was my original thoughts, but... I mean, honestly, I'm very impressed by this list. I haven't seen anyone play a Patriot deck looking like this. I think it's performing super well so far. Okay. Seems fine to me. We could obviously do a Kang check this turn. But this Abomination's just massive. What a big lad. I need to check if I have like Christmas Abomination or something. Don't do it. No Shang-Chi. Death? Okay. Looks like we're fine. Looks like a very easy win, actually. So is Blue Marvel the play? Yeah, I mean, we just don't have anything else, right? Oh! Yeah, Jubilee is weird in normal Lockjaw, right? It can be so good sometimes, but it's so bad most of the time. I know Bane cut Jubilee a long time ago. Yeah, we could have ganged it back, that's true. We're looking pretty okay, I have to say. Space Stone are a little bit of a threat, but not really. We'll obviously just take the Kang here. We have initiative, so we can't get Cosmoed on. Just in case they concede, we get a free win. We're going to go Onslaught mid, Wasp to the right, I would wager. But we could also just play the Wasp mid to solidify mid and left. Kind of think I might prefer that approach. The Wasp is a pretty decent amount of points. Let's play it like this, like I originally was hoping to do. Onslaught mid, Wasp to the right. If they match the same player, we win, I believe. They do go for the She-Hulk. We actually just 3-0 them. Look at the power! Thanos has no chance. This deck is absolutely popping off right now, ladies and gents. Oh my god. Alright, we're going to move on. I want to play this deck for longer, guys, but yeah, I mean, I've got to end the stream soon because I'm flying soon. Got a pack in that. Alright, normal Lockjaw, ladies and gents. So, oh, I should do a deck intro before I forget. Geezers, this is my favourite Patriot deck I have ever played. It's a very affordable deck. I am playing Kang. Do not panic though, if you don't have Kang, you can easily replace this. I would say Storm is a pretty nice option to have in this deck to shut down a location early on, because you can sneak points in there later on with Debris, with Squirrel Girl as well. This is a different style of Patriot deck to what you might be used to, because I can already see you in the comments, Specky, you suck, where's Ultron, where's Dr. Doom? I actually think those cards are a pretty big bait in Patriot. I've always found this deck quite difficult and weird to build. But on turn 6, we really want to be playing like Patriot and Mystique, or the Onslaught, for example, onto the Patriot and onto the Blue Marvel. So instead of having those big chunky ways of filling the board, we have much more cheap and affordable ways of filling the board in the form of Squirrel Girl, Mysterio, and Debris. I have a feeling that these 3 cards are the best point to board space ratio cards in these Patriot decks, because we can get the board filled early. Blue Marvel is therefore popping off, and then we still have that luxury of making a big point play on turn 6 with something like an Onslaught. Abomination has been a very interesting addition. I've never included this card in any of my decks before, but it's just worked out quite well, because on turn 5 I have the option of taking a Blue Marvel for stats across the board, or just putting big stats into one location. Of course, Abomination also getting buffed up by Patriot. You can play Abomination on turn number 6 as well if you miss the Onslaught, and it just seems to work quite well. Kang is in here because we can play him on turn 5 or 6 the turn we draw him, and then it is going to increase the odds of us drawing Patriot or Mystique. So working in a similar way to Magic without many of the downsides that Magic has. Magic taking up a spot on the board, which is very precious in this deck. Magic can get Reality Stoned. Magic is really bad as a top deck on turn 6. And overall just doesn't really give us much. It's going to give our opponent probably a bigger advantage. So Kang is amazing. If you don't have him, don't panic. Storm can slot in. And the rest of the deck, apart from that, is all Series 3 or below. That was good. That's solid. Alright, let's play some Lockjaw. Normal Lockjaw. And I'm going to have to call it there. Nice and smooth intro, thanks. It could have been better, but it was fine. Alright, Lockjaw. So, Chavez, get in the deck. Kang, get in the deck. For me, these cards are a must. Yeah, it's going to be a short stream. I'm flying soon. I was supposed to be flying tomorrow, but my flight's in like 6 hours or so, and I need to pack and get ready. Why was I talking when I was in the tourney? Should I show you? I'll give you a little sneak peek.
I will say, this is not how I anticipated this matchup going, but, you know, never doubt Specimen. If he can figure out a way to make something work against, like, the best deck, he'll do it.
Yeah, you said he used to be a Gwen streamer, right, Ailey?
Yeah.
Before the dark times, before the Empire.
My editor was like, should I keep this or should I get rid of it maybe? Probably Storm, Lashley. Yeah, excuse the space here. I am about to play in the $3,000 983 media tournament. My first round match is against KM Best, who's one of the favorites. I've had to pick one Thanos deck and one non-Thanos deck. And the first deck I'm playing is my non-Thanos deck.
Specimen on the other side has named his deck Garbage.
This is a garbage deck. If you've seen these on the ladder, you know what we're talking about. You're putting a lot of trash into your opponent's lane. You're using cards like Debris to give them rocks.
Pretty epic. My editor smashed it, right? Nice little blend of everything. I think we have KM's perspective in some of it as well. Like KM's...
One is not quite like the other.
Okay, so if it's Shuri, and I'm going to try and focus on playing well rather than commentating too much as well. Right. So, I don't think I want to play the hood into... See?
Oh, Goblin in the middle. Okay.
I'll get rid of
Sure,
this
I
shit.
like it. I mean, if the whole plan is to clog up the board, right? That's a good place to start, where there's 2 cards already.
Absolutely. There goes Green Goblin, and
It's a
especially
nice little
like
mix,
he dodged
right?
a bullet there as Cosmo came down on the Avengers compound.
There's Titania here now too.
I'm pretty sure we have KM's...
Really
Yeah,
good
look.
Green Goblin here.
Nice little mix! So yeah, should be good. Should be an interesting video. It's going up later on today. Let's build this Lockjaw deck, and then I've got looking dapper in my blazer. Thanks. It's the Spider-Man. Very skin tight, slightly smelly Spider-Man. Yo! Vatcha with the bits. Dude, mate, thanks so much. Thanks so much for the bits. Vatcha. Thank you. Hey, Vatcha, thanks. I really appreciate it. Cheers. Okay. Wasp, sure. What do you guys think about Jane Foster? Good? Or bad? Yeah, KM, I definitely had some good fortune in that game. I don't think KM played as well as he would have liked though in Reflection, right? Made a couple pretty big misplays, I think, unfortunately. In the game 1, I think he didn't realize he could play his She-Hulk. But he was using to Arrow anyway, I think he had the line. I can't remember exactly the game 1. But then certainly, yeah, when he gave me a big error, I think he might, like, it seemed like it was just losing him with the error play. But I'm pretty sure I was fine, like, because I had error anyway. I don't think the 14-point error compared to the 7-point error made a difference. Like, there wasn't a tie anywhere, and I had initiative, so. Played well. Yeah, I did do okay, but I also made a huge misplay with a snap. I wasn't super happy with how I played. I was relatively happy. Another 100? Oh my god. Vatcha. Mate, it's not coming up, is it? Did it come up? This alert box being weird. It's supposed to be here. One day I'll actually get this shit properly sorted. Sauce. Okay, what else do we want? I mean, Infinite. We actually do want, probably. Dracula, maybe. I'm a pretty big fan of Nightcrawler and Vision in these decks. Arrow we want. Yep. So far, so good. Jubilee for 4. Alternatively, we could play like Dracula. We want Leech. I'm not convinced we want Shang in this Lockjaw list, I have to say. I would wager we probably want Doom. We don't want Yellow Jacket. The main issue I have with this deck, as it stands, is the curve. What the hell am I playing on turn 4? I feel like Jubilee's got to be too good not to play, personally. And then just slot in Doom. How do we feel about no Infinite? Kind of fine. I don't feel too bad. Did I see Tears? I did, yeah. She's actually got a couple. She's playing 2 Lockjaw decks. Honestly, the Wong's pretty nice. I did some practice with Tia against that deck. And the Wong kind of impressed me quite a bit. She plays Odin as well, right? I mean, Odin's honestly pretty good. I could see... I think we probably do want Odin. Maybe we just bin Kang off from this one. I do think Kang's still good, though. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now Vatcher's subbed and I'm in the way of the alert. Dude! Vatcher, thanks so much for all the support. That's so kind of you. So this looks fine. The question is, like, what could we do to improve it? Like, I like the Jubilee for the curve. I mean, interestingly, Wong would also fit in that slot if we want to take a leaf from Tia's book. Kang with Ultra feels weird. Oh, it's just fine, right? It just thins. I'll take out the Kang. Yeah, Sunspot. Oh my god, Sunspot in Lockjaw decks makes me feel sick. In Thanos decks, it's a different story because it's Thanos. Yeah, definitely. Honestly, if you guys put Sunspot in your default Lockjaw decks, you need to have a word with yourself. Like, it's so bad. I hate it. Yeah, I just like Nightcrawler. Sunspot's good in the games where the deck's doing badly, and it's bad when the deck's doing well. Because you don't like want to hit off Sunspot into Lockjaw. It's not like a Thanos deck where you just don't care if that happens. Yo, Lobster! I'm going to Berlin, but I'm accidentally going to Leipzig today because my flight got cancelled. I have to get a different one. And then I accidentally also might be going to Dresden today because my friend might pick me up. So all over, but I'm still not sure. I'm certainly flying into Leipzig, and I'm going to be spending 2 nights in Berlin. But I'm either spending tonight in Leipzig or Dresden. I'm unsure yet. Hope you're good, man. Actually, thanks again so much. Guys, if you don't know Lobster here, All 3 Cities is pretty dope. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I've been to Berlin before. The other 2 I haven't. So when I was like, they were like, okay, we can give you a different flight to Leipzig. I was like, okay. The only sad thing is I'm getting at like 9 p.m. I was going to have to get like a train to the center. And I mentioned it to my friend who lives in Dresden. He was like, maybe I could pick you up. You can come hang at mine for the night. So not 100% sure if that's happening yet. But either way, I'll make the best of it. It'll be fun. And then whichever, like if my friend picks me up, I'll just spend tomorrow morning until maybe like 2 or 3 in either Leipzig or Dresden, and then just get the train to Berlin. And I'll do a little IRL stream from whichever one I'm in tomorrow, and then one the following day in Berlin. And then the following day I'll probably be too hungover. That's my intention. What am I doing? I'm seeing some friends. I'm gonna go to a gig as well. Just a little getaway. I'm gonna do some IRL streams. Flights are so cheap, mate, that why not? Alright, guys, how do we feel about the deck? Doctor Doom, are you good? I think Doctor Doom's pretty good. I feel like Vision's too good not to play. Jubilee I don't really like. I just think you need Jubilee for like a decent curve. You could also play Shuri, but then like Shuri into Leech, super bad. Shuri in fairness is very good. I also just don't want to play. I want to keep it Series 3. We could slam in Infinite. I feel that's very, like, basic, though. Yo, Shady Shadow Shader. Odin? Yeah, I actually quite like the sound of Odin. Odin's good with Jubilee, it's good with Thor, it's good with Doom. It's good with Arrow. I like it. Alright, let's do this. Dude, so many subs. Oh my god, it was Vatcher with a gifted. Mate, Vatcher's on a madness. I don't like the ban to early plays. I prefer just playing Lockjaw with no 1 or 2 drops. But Nightcrawler is the exception here. Because of the fact that it can be moved out of the Lockjaw lane. And then on 6 we can go like Arrow plus Nightcrawler into Lockjaw, for example. Good against all the goblins going around. Yeah, those filthy goblins, those damn net deckers. Kind of early to Leech, I think, to be honest. Jubilee just looks pretty legit here. Good start, that. Not bad. The arrow is not ideal. Alright, Lockjaw. Oh, I am that guy? Oh, I am that guy. Which guy? Leech? Oh. Oh yeah, I am that guy. There's not a lot of good stuff to even hit here. Doesn't look too hot for us. It's maybe slightly winnable, maybe. Copium. I have no cards left in deck. My Odin's doing nothing, so it's just a loss. Okay, bad start, but that's fine. Just got outdone by a superior deck. There's no need for us to play the Nightcrawler just yet, because we can play it into Lockjaw later. Okay, at this point it does make sense to play the Nightcrawler. I think we can snap. Our hand's reasonable. Sinister London's pretty bad for Lockjaw, definitely agree with that, yep. Shuri Unisys would make it better. I do think Shuri's very good in Lockjaw. It's just a good on-reveal card. Again, the main issue with it is like Shuri on 4 into Leech on 5 is not what you're looking for. Oh my god, we've got a Galactus. I like it. Let's go for the Galactus, mate. We're a Galactus gamer now. Superflow is helping us out. Dare I hold this guy hostage? Wait, for real? Is this the guy? It really is brilliant. This is the guy. Okay, that's actually kind of scary. So the question now is, do I even want a Galactus with the Nimrod? I mean, I guess. Seems bad. It's definitely not ideal. No. If we had a good top deck, I think we're fine. I think we're just losing here though, right? We're in a really bad spot. Maybe. Maybe Orca to the right could have carried us. Alright, we have the Lockjaw available. This could just be a snap kind of situation. We just want something to play on turn 4, so either Thor or Jubilee. Even Nightcrawler to an extent. Still looking for the Thor or the Jubilee. There's also an argument to play Thor on 3 and Lockjaw on 4. Although I don't think we'll go for that. Okay, we hit the Jubilee. Let's not play the Wasp until Jubilee's gone through, I guess. But we could go Jubilee. The thing is, we go Jubilee. You just have to accept that Jubilee Wasp can backfire. But we're going for it still. A little bit of weird synergy, but Jubilee's just still worth it for the curve. Like, if we hit Thor here, we probably just don't bother with Jubilee. Yeah, Dracula's also an option. I don't tend to like it too much in my experience. It was a bit wonky. So we now have the option of getting Thor elsewhere, which I think we always do. It's much better to have Thor on 4. Thor on 4 instead of the Jubilee. We go Jane Foster into Hammer plus Thingamajiggamabobba mid. Hammer Wasp mid. Looks pretty smooth. We'll see what Grand Central pulls us. Okay, their Leech got leeched. Get leeched, nerd. Vision's just beautiful here. So go Hammer Wasp in that order. We'll move the Vision over and we'll take the Doom here. Seems reasonable. We could also just take an arrow, but yeah, I think Doom just seems fine. 5 points in each. Should be enough to do the job. Maybe Chavez Right is looking slightly better at this point. Get leeched again, bruv. Definitely looks like Chavez Right was the line. We just don't have many stats mid and we might not have enough to the right. Chavez Right was not losing because of the Leech. Alright, that was pretty smooth. Against Thanos, any deck which can beat Thanos, you can't really laugh at too much. Okay, we have a decision to make on if I actually want to play the Hazmat. I think the board space situation is a little bit dicey. I can actually see us just playing Night. I guess we just play it still. We will take the Lockjaw instead of the Thor here. Don't feel too good about the Raft. I think we take Nightcrawler Thor in this order because we don't want to hit like Lockjaw into the Hammer, right? Of course, if we hit Jane Foster, then it's sad that we missed the Hammer, but it is what it is. Odin could easily be replaced as well for something like an Infinite. Would be very reasonable. Jane Foster to the right is a no-brainer here. Just a little bit sad that we're missing out on the Raft. I'm going to say I think we might be losing because of the Raft. Having said that, I'm not really sure they can fill it that easily here. So maybe we're okay. It's like a 30-point red score. I think we're more than fine. Yep, should be good. So we take Hammer Wasp. And Doomius. So Thor's getting +6. So we're at 26. If we play another card, Lizard's moving through. We're basically at 29. +2. Basically at 31. I only need a 6-point card here. Wait. So is this even enough? So Doom puts me at 25. +2 is 27. +6. So actually Doom is not even enough. Which is a little bit concerning. We obviously could hit the hammer twice. That's so sad that we don't get any stats mid here. We could have gone for the Doom and then just hoped that we hit it, but yeah, like the fact that I could have played the Nightcrawler sooner. We lose the tiebreaker. GG. So maybe Nightcrawler instead of the Hazmat, and we might have been okay. Although I fed the Nightcrawler actually at one point into Lockjaw, didn't I? I think you could just say we got a little bit unlucky with our rolls of Lockjaw, like not hitting Vision, not hitting Doom. Jury's a little bit out on Odin as it stands. Okay, opponent plays Sunspot. We have the Lockjaw with the Thor. Most likely we just take the Lockjaw. We need to think about where we want to play it. Probably just to the right. I think you kind of always have to take the Snap in a situation like this with this deck. I've not played Modok in a long time. I do like it though, yeah. I'd like to revisit it, but I think Discard just needs a little bit of a buff overall. We leech him. Also, more bread. Thanks so much for the prime. Dude. G. Bruv. Thanks. Yeah, let's again take the Wasp first, then the Thor. Oh my god, do we have another Thor, bruv? I always thought with Thor and Lockjaw in hand, not necessarily. I mean, it improves the odds of you hitting the hammer, but is that necessarily what you want to do? I don't think... You guys have got an interesting question. I would argue that it's like, no, not correct. I think you just want to play the Lockjaw first. Because also I could play Wasp that turn to recycle the Lockjaw, which improves my odds of drawing the Wasp again, for example. Also, I'm ideally finding Jane Foster. So... pretty okay odds on finding the hammer. I think we just take the Vision. I guess there's an argument to just play the Thor and the Nightcrawler because this has improved the odds of us hitting a hammer again. But I think we're also in a position where we can arrow. So I'm just going to play Vision. Because I can move Vision left and then arrow mid. Do I have initiative? Yes, by a point. We hit the hammer as well, so... But we're still just going to play it like this. As planned. This Cosmo got leeched on, no? Oh, it didn't. It did. It got leeched on. Panicked for a second, guys. Chat, you're making me worried. It got leeched. It just isn't showing up because of the Bifrost movement. No, it didn't. Did. Cool, GG. So yeah, my gut feeling is if you have Lockjaw and Thor, I mean, it very much depends on your hand. Like, obviously, if you have Jane Foster in hand and you're going to play her on 5, it's a no-brainer. You should play Thor on 4. I'm pretty sure it's always Lockjaw on 3. I think you're baiting yourselves into not playing Lockjaw on 3. Kamartage is very good for us, but of course, it's really just going to depend on what hand we get. So Lockjaw first, then Thor? Yeah, pretty much. I would wager. It's a pretty interesting discussion to be had on that topic, but yep. We play into Superflow with this, but they have a Cosmo. We have Jubilee, Doctor Doom. Oh look, the 2 cards I just mentioned. What a coinky dink. Let's take the Vision. Not too confident in a snap here. Wasp top deck would be nice. Oh, it's always Chavez. Ugh. It's always Chavez top deck. Which is a little bit weird, because then it's a 50-50 on Odin or Wasp off of Lockjaw. So we could roll the 50-50 Doom if we need it. It's definitely not the worst 50-50 in the world. There's also just a pretty good argument to just go Aero mid here. It should just win. So let's snap on it. Aero mid should just win here. Particularly if we hit Doom. Oh, sorry, if we hit Odin, which triggers Doom. Nice. The Vision and the Nightcrawler are really doing the business for us here. And the Aero, of course. We're getting early game lead. Still can't believe you beat Cam. Beat Cam. Thanks, man. Yeah. Mate, I'm pretty good at the game. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I should have won this New York tournament, I think, with my lineup too. I just bottled my first game. Super hard. Here's what it is. I was feeling super confident going into the New York tournament, but never mind. Harry is a worthy winner, of course. I was nowhere near it. Yeah, I mean, I queued into Dara very early on in the losers, right? That was the issue. Most humble and best streamer. So good, still 8. See, this is why the Nightcrawler is just the better card than Sunspot in the stack. It's just wonderful. Look how good that is. Obviously, we're not doing too well at drawing well here. Cosmo is also a bit of a stinker. You want to hit Jubilee or not off Lockjaw? Jubilee this turn. Or Thor. Looks like we can just go next. I do use a deck tracker. I only just started using it recently though. Exclamation mark deck tracker if you want to download it. He'll still work on the YouTube chat. Okay guys, I'm going to Dresden, not Leipzig. What a turn of events. Do we Sam Odin or Jubilee? Maybe it's always Jubilee, no? We'll hold on to the Nightcrawler for Lockjaw. It should work, Cade. Might just take a moment. I got you. There you go. TVA. Whew. Okay. I mean, we should snap. We have a flipping vision, mate. They have all the points mid, but we have a vision which can just bamboozle them left and right. We just don't contest mid. Chavez is my favorite card, yes. Kang is competing. What do you think of match today? Wow, amazing. Truly inspirational broadcasting. Not the Wasp. Anything but the Wasp. Flip. No! For God's sake. I thought I would run. Does no one play Hulk? Hulk is not quite worth it in most decks, yeah. I think Hulk could actually get a point buff. Like, Hulk is the same amount of points as Magneto, and Magneto doesn't see that much play. Magneto is a lot better than Hulk. Special sense of Gary? Of course, mate, come on. I mean, he's former Everton. Yeah, I have had my bonnet chopped. Thank God. How do I like Magneto? Magneto would be fine, yeah. I'm not really convinced I like the Odin that much, to be honest. Odin is definitely nice with Thor's hammer. That's like the main value of it, right? I briefly considered Hulk and Patriot. Well, interestingly, we were playing Patriot just before, and I also considered Hulk. But we actually ended up playing Abomination. Unironically. I want to play the Jane Foster, but maybe I'm regretting my choice already. Maybe this was just Jubilee and then Vision, because I want to win Sanctumorium, right? No, I can play Doom, that's fine. Yeah, Odin's good against Goblins. That's true. I've not been seeing that many Goblins, though, I have to say. And Odin usually play on 6, and usually they're going to be full anyway on 6 themselves. Yeah, Odin's good on Jubilee. Odin's fine. Abomination is second highest win rate on Snap Fan. Damn. It's probably just because it's an early game card, isn't it? Okay, they moved the She-Hulk, so we're not that bothered about Doom anyway. I mean, Arrow could do a job for us if we roll the Arrow. We should maybe be scared of their Arrow, so we should just stack mid, I guess, right? It's going to be a struggle. We need to hit Chavez and Arrow, I think, for us to have a chance here. That's not Chavez. That's not Chavez or Arrow either. How about this? Chavez or Arrow? Don't give me the flipping Wasp. Thank you. Even if we had Chavez, we didn't have enough, right? Oh no. Chavez would have been fine. Instead of the hammer, we'd have 9 points. Mid, which is a tie. We'd have 6 points less here. We would have won. We could have won still. I have no name. Hey Ben, what's up? Ben, what do you reckon with my Lockjaw deck here? We were playing some Patriot. I want to show you the list. It was pretty cool. I wanted to keep playing it for longer, but yeah, my flight situation means I'm short on very short on time. Thor is amazing with Lamentis. We should surely snap. Jubilee is not popping off. So we can go Thor into Nightcrawler, into Arrow, into Odin. We'll snap. Thanos is very bad with Lamentis. Thanks again, more bread for the prime. My tracker disappeared. Oh yeah. Ta. Nightcrawler mid and moving into bar. Oh my god, that's big brain. Let's do it. Is it too late? It's too late, isn't it? Damn. That was the line. I didn't see it. Leech. Guys, you were a bit too slow on the Leech shouts. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, you can use Untapped. It's not bad anymore. Did they just hit me with the snap question mark? Is that what just happened? Patriot feels a lot better than this. Play a few more and then I'm gonna call it, guys, because I just want to make sure I'm organized. My flight's in like 5 hours or so. I might record a quick video off stream. But guys, today on my YouTube, I'm uploading my Game vs. KM Best with commentary from the commentators, with my reaction, with KM's reaction, all blended into one sexy video. I'm very excited. New bigger cards, I can see it. Also, this time, tomorrow, I'm going to be live on the streets of Dresden. A place I know pretty much nothing about. We're going to snap. So make sure you're here tomorrow, this time. And then, I'm also, this time in 2 days, going to be live from the streets of Berlin. Hey, man, what's up? What's good, homie? Let's Jubilee. We never Jubilee into the Wasp, guys. Trust me. I really do this. See? But this is why I'm playing Jubilee, right? Like, it's just a card to play on curve. Get some high rolls with her. Don't low roll. Come on, Chavez. Not the... Alright, that's winnable. Maybe. Wait. No! The flipping dinosaur. They just don't have to play anything and they lose. Alright, I think this is enough with this deck, to be honest. We'll play a couple games of Patriot and then I'll call it. I'll just do a quick intro. This is my sexy Patriot deck, guys. I was honestly kind of popping off. Lockjaw and Thor is a traditional combo deck, which is actually one of the few decks which can beat Thanos. There's a bunch of different ways you can go about building this one. I would highly recommend trying out Nightcrawler in the one provision slot though. A lot of people play Sunspot, but Nightcrawler is very nice if you hit it off Lockjaw, because you can just move it out of the Lockjaw lane. Similarly, it's quite a nice card to play on turn number 4. You can go on... Let me start again. Thanos Lockjaw is not a new deck in Marvel Snap, but it is one of the few decks which can beat Thanos decks and is cheap and affordable. There's a bunch of ways you can go about building the top end. Dracula, for example, is a very nice option. Cards like Inferno, also, I'm not playing. You can definitely include those. One thing I would strongly recommend you experiment and try out is the Nightcrawler in the Lockjaw deck. I think it's a real game changer. If you Lockjaw into the Nightcrawler, you can just move the Nightcrawler away. Similarly, you can do that with Vision. Also, you can then just dump the Nightcrawler into the Lockjaw lane. A lot of people play Sunspot in this slot, which I think is a big mistake. I think just hitting a Sunspot off of your Lockjaw is almost game losing. Jubilee, of course, can feel really bad when she hits Wasp and things like that. But I think she's an important card to include so you have a nice curve. So you can play Thor on 3 and then either... Fuck, I keep butchering the intro, guys. Last take. It's going to be a quick one. Lockjaw Thor is not a new deck in Marvel Snap, but this is a deck which can beat Thanos. This is my favorite build of the deck. Nightcrawler is my favorite card in this list right now, just because it's not a card you see typically, but I think it should be in all of your Lockjaw decks which aren't playing Thanos. The reason for that is that if you hit Nightcrawler off of your Lockjaw, you can just move it away and then you've got more big cards you can put in. But it also just gives you a nice 1-drop to put into your Lockjaw at various points. One key example is you might try and do that on turn 4. On turn 3, you can play Lockjaw. Then on turn 4, you can play Thor and Nightcrawler, for example, into the Lockjaw lane. Similarly, on turn 6, you can play Arrow and Nightcrawler into the Lockjaw lane. It just works out as quite a nice card. Jubilee is in here to give us a nice even curve. Some games you are, of course, going to Jubilee into Wasp, which can feel really horrible. However, I think it is important to have a single 4-drop in here. You also might want to experiment with Dracula in this slot, and then instead of cards like Doctor Doom, include cards like Inferno. And in general, those kinds of cards are serious considerations. Cards like Inferno, Magneto. I've gone for Odin here because you can do some nice things with Thor's hammer. Also, it's a nice find off Jubilee. Equally so, if you get Doctor Doom down early, you can Odin the Doctor Doom, although that doesn't happen too often. Odin onto Arrow, also not a terrible line in this one either, particularly when you have Vision and Nightcrawler moving around. Alright, let's play a couple games of Patriot and then we'll call it. Wait, what do you guys think about this Patriot deck though? It's so saucy. This is just me kind of rushing some videos because I was supposed to be leaving tomorrow, but I'm leaving today. Alright, I think I'm going to play like 2 or 3 games and then I'm going to call it, guys. So yeah, again, this time tomorrow, I'm going to be walking around the streets of East Germany. I'm pretty excited. What to replace Kang with? I don't know, good question. Maybe Storm? Storm is what I was thinking earlier. Could be a good... How long will I wait for? I get back like Wednesday very late, so the stream will be back Thursday morning. The Snap streams, that is. But there's going to be Snap videos going up pretty much every day. Every day. I'm gone. So, yeah. Hopefully don't miss me too much. So, yeah, stream will be back Thursday morning. Hopefully there's no patch while I'm gone. Hopefully they can just wait until I'm back. So what you'll notice with this list is I have a bunch of Swarmy cards early on. Instead of playing cards like... Wait, I just realized Fisk Tower. What about Sarah? So you can blue Marvel on Patriot last turn? Sounds pretty bad. I don't like Sarah at all. I think Sarah in general is pretty bad, but... Sounds kind of particularly bad in this one, actually. So we get hit with the wave. We can see, I guess, where Patriot's going to go. Okay. That's pretty good. No Ultron? Yeah, I don't like Ultron or Doom. I think they're both bad. I think they're both mistakes. I think they're both baits. We just play Squirrel Girl, Mysterio, Debris. When you have like these kind of cards like Ultron and Doom, you start blaming cards like Squirrel Girl, right? When I think if you do the maths on like which cards are... Ooh. Ooh! Sorry, that was my Rick and Morty impression. That was bad. I'd like to apologize for that. To absolutely nobody. What do you think of a Bass Patriot deck? Yeah, I had Bass in this list originally, but I cut it. Bass was my original idea. And then it turned into this. So, we could go Blue Marvel. I guess it's just Onslaught, though. Onslaught's just in the nuts. Like, this is the card you want to play on 6. Like, look at this. This is nuts. Easy. Oh! I think this is the best Patriot deck of all time, guys. I'm going to throw out there. This is the best Patriot deck. I think I did it. I finally built a Patriot deck, which feels good. Do the pick right. Oh! Was that good? Flip the pick! Morty! Flip the pickle, Morty! Morty! Oh, gee, Rick! I don't know! Don't be a bitch, Morty! How's that? I haven't watched that show in a long time. Please stop. Okay. For you, I'll stop. Let's play the debris mid to clog the other 2 lanes. Yeah, the problem with Brood is just not the one, right? Because it does just put too many points into a single location. It puts too many, more so not points, it puts too many bodies into a single location. We want to like have the opportunity to play Onslaught and stuff. But like, just look how consistently good this deck is. Like the Blue Marvel is not whiffing. The ordering with cards like Ultron and stuff just feels way too janky. So we have a little bit of a dilemma. I guess we just always take the Blue Marvel. And then we can still go Patriot Mystique. Or we can just go Onslaught. A snap. Shuri. So mid is secure. The Titania didn't cock block us. Let's take the Onslaught. If they play left, Titania comes to our side. So unfortunate we didn't draw the Mystique here. Also the Kang check would have been nice. We get the job done though. Alright ladies and gents, I'm going to play one more game and then I'm going to call it. I want to keep playing because this deck's so fun, but it is what it is. Is Kazara a good sub? I think Storm is the card I'd go for instead of Kang. I think Storm could be pretty nice in this one. But like a lot of the time when you play Patriot, like, oh, Squirrel Girl, like I don't want to play her because she's making my Doctor Doom or my Ultron bad. But it's like, okay, maybe Squirrel Girl's not the problem. Like Squirrel Girl's just insane stats for 1 energy in this deck, right? She's like the best card. And like Mysterio is the second best card, but these are the cards which people are often cutting. What do you think about it? It's super dumb. Like the one problem these cards have is the Onslaught synergy. Like you can't quite get Onslaught onto Patriot and Blue Marvel and everything. It's pretty difficult to do that anyway with just like the energy curve. You don't have to play Onslaught, right? It's only Debris which would put more stats here, so... Ocean's playing Magic in Patriot. Yeah, Magic would also be an okay replacement for Kang. I think Kang is just far superior in this one though. Magic is probably giving your opponent too many too much of an advantage compared to us. Kang is basically serving the same purpose though, right? He has an interesting list with tech cards like Aaron Shang-Chi. Nice one. Can you show the Lockjaw list? Sure. I'm not convinced I loved it. I think like it was I'm not really convinced by that Odin mainly. I could just see something Infinite in. I think you kind of just need the Infinite. This ain't looking too hot. We'll do a Kang Snap, I guess. Draws us an extra card. That's why we play it now and not on 6. I just don't really see how we're ever winning here. Who should we raid, guys? Maybe we're fine. I'm not going to snap. We could obviously not play the Wasp, but I would wager they play a card to the right to steal the Titania back. And we just steal her back again. I think we might be winning. Look at this board though. It's just so consistently 12 cards. It's pretty insane. It just feels good. It feels real good. Right, the Wasp play bamboozles them because they do play to the right still. Taskmaster is a lot of stats. They might just beat us to the left, which might mean they beat us to the right and mid. We win the right now still though, which means we win mid and we win the left. Double backs building is so weird, but yeah, we get the 3-0. Beautiful. Oh, Freddy's live? Yeah, we'll raid Freddy. Freddy actually inspired me a bit to play Patriot, so we can tell him about the deck. Alright guys on YouTube, thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Again, there's a video on my YouTube going live today, guys. Tomorrow, I'm going to be, and the next day, I'm going to be live in Germany, walking the streets. It's going to be a lot of fun. So please do be checking that out. It's only going to be on Twitch. It won't be on YouTube. But I'll probably upload like some highlights to YouTube maybe down the line. If some cool stuff happens. Thanks so much. The Marvel Snap streams will be back on Thursday. Yeah.